Many people with high blood pressure or low blood pressure still eat and drink carelessly out of old habits, until one day they end up in the hospital with a stroke, paralysis, or even worse. So what should we absolutely avoid? What should we eat? Let's find out in today's episode. I will discuss the do's and don'ts for those who have high and low blood pressure, as well as share with you some herbs that can be found around the garden to help regulate blood pressure. If you're new here, click the subscribe button to get notified when I post new videos. First, let's talk about high blood pressure. You should absolutely avoid salty foods like pickles, dried fish, fish sauce, instant noodles, etc. Avoid deep-fried oily dishes and too much red meat. Animal organs are also something you should avoid. Alcohol, strong coffee, and sugary soda are also a big no-no since they make blood pressure spike and put a strain on your blood vessels, which can easily lead to stroke. Instead, eat green vegetables, fresh fruits with low sugar content, fish, white meat, whole grains, and low-fat dairy products. Drink enough water and you can use mild herbal teas such as chamomile or artichoke. The key here is to cook more meals at home with fresh ingredients so that you can control the amount of salt and sugar that goes into your food. Check labels on all packaged foods and be mindful of hidden sources of sodium. Learn to cook with fresh herbs and spices to add flavor to your food instead of reaching for the salt shaker. Now let's talk about low blood pressure. If you have low blood pressure, you should avoid alcohol, excessive coffee, skipping meals, and eating too little salt. This can make you feel weak and dizzy. People with low blood pressure should eat more protein-rich foods like meat, fish, and eggs. Add a moderate amount of salt as advised by your doctor. Drink enough water and use ginger tea or mild coffee to temporarily raise blood pressure. Standing up suddenly after sitting or lying down for a long time can make you feel dizzy and faint. So take it slow and steady. Again, cooking more meals at home with fresh ingredients is the best way to ensure that you get the nutrients you need, while also keeping your blood pressure in check. If you can't stomach salty foods, try adding herbs and spices to your meals to give them more flavor. The most important rule to remember is that diet must go hand in hand with a healthy lifestyle. Maintain a healthy weight, exercise lightly every day, sleep well, and keep stress under control. Medication can help, but discipline in eating and living is what really counts. Keep your blood pressure stable. Now let's look at some herbs around the garden that can help regulate blood pressure. For high blood pressure, we have garlic. Garlic helps to relax blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more easily and lowering blood pressure. Celery is another great option. It lowers cholesterol and helps stabilize blood pressure. HealthUS24h has been shown to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, which can contribute to high blood pressure. Green tea contains antioxidants that can help lower blood pressure by improving the function of blood vessels. Pagoda tree flowers are rich in flavonoids, which are thought to strengthen the walls of blood vessels and improve circulation. For low blood pressure, ginger is a great choice. It improves blood circulation and warms the body, which can help raise blood pressure. Licorice root is another option that can slightly raise blood pressure. However, it should be used with caution as it may interact with certain medications. Ginseng or nota ginseng can help tonify blood and energy, which can improve symptoms of low blood pressure. Finally, basil leaves contain high levels of potassium, which can help increase blood pressure. Don't let small mistakes in eating and living make your blood pressure spiral out of control only to one day face paralysis or lifelong disability. Eating right and drinking right is the best insurance for tomorrow's health. And if you have low blood pressure, you can take advantage of the herbs around your home to help boost your numbers back up. That's all for today. See you next time.
High blood pressure is really dangerous because it silently damages your blood vessels and your most vital organs. Over time, the force of blood against the artery walls remains too high. It weakens, it narrows, or it hardens the vessels. And when that happens, you are facing severe complications. Number 1. Stroke. One of the most serious consequences of high blood pressure is stroke. When blood vessels in the brain are affected by hypertension, they can burst, leading to a type of stroke known as hemorrhagic stroke. This can cause a number of potentially life-threatening symptoms such as paralysis, loss of balance, memory loss, difficulty speaking, and sudden death. Another type of stroke is ischemic stroke, which occurs when blood clots created by high blood pressure block the flow of blood to the brain. Both types of strokes can cause permanent brain damage or death. Number 2. Heart disease. Hypertension makes the heart work harder to pump blood against the elevated pressure. This extra effort over time can thicken and weaken the heart muscle, leading to a condition called heart failure. Also, high blood pressure can cause the arteries, particularly the coronary artery, to become blocked. This blockage restricts the blood flow to the heart muscle, which can trigger a heart attack. A heart attack caused by high blood pressure is often fatal if not treated immediately. Number 3. Atherosclerosis. High blood pressure damages arteries throughout the body, not just those supplying blood to the brain and the heart. The continuous pressure can cause the inner lining of the arteries to get damaged, which triggers the formation of plaque. Plaque is made up of fat, cholesterol, calcium, and fibrous tissue that narrows the arteries and blocks the normal blood flow. This condition is known as atherosclerosis. The narrowing of the arteries restricts the blood flow and raises the risk of heart attack and stroke. Number 4. Aortic aneurysm. High blood pressure can also cause the aorta, the main artery that carries blood away from the heart, to enlarge, forming an aortic aneurysm. Over time, the continuous pressure can weaken the wall of the aorta, causing it to bulge. If the bulge in the aorta ruptures, blood can flow out, often resulting in instant death. Number 5. Kidney disease. The kidneys are clusters of tiny blood vessels, which are extremely vulnerable to the damaging effects of high blood pressure. When the force of the blood against the vessel walls is too high, it gradually destroys the small blood vessels in the kidneys. As a result, the kidneys lose their ability to filter waste and excess fluid from the blood. This can lead to a condition known as chronic kidney disease. At later stages, it may require dialysis or a kidney transplant. Number 6. Eye damage. High blood pressure can also harm the eyes. The retina, which is the back part of the eye, contains small blood vessels. When these vessels are damaged by high blood pressure, it can cause bleeding and swelling in the retina. This condition is known as hypertensive retinopathy. Severe cases can cause permanent damage, leading to blindness. Symptoms include blurred vision, seeing spots or flashes of light, or having a loss of peripheral vision. Other complications of high blood pressure include dementia, which is caused by long-term damage to the brain, poor circulation in the legs and arms, which can cause numbness or pain. Also, chronic headaches, dizziness, insomnia, all of which can significantly reduce the quality of life. It is important to note that many of these warning signs and symptoms are often absent in the early stages of hypertension. Some people may not experience any noticeable symptoms until the condition has already caused significant damage to their organs. Therefore, regular blood pressure checks are crucial, especially for individuals who have risk factors such as older adults, people who are overweight, smokers, heavy drinkers, a diet high in salt and fat, people under chronic stress, and those with a family history of hypertension or cardiovascular disease. When you feel healthy but your blood pressure reading shows high numbers, it can be concerning. But remember, knowledge is power. Understanding the risks and taking proactive steps to manage your blood pressure can go a long way in preventing these potential complications. Control your blood pressure and protect your future. Do you find this video informative or helpful? Please let me know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Don't forget to like and share. Stay healthy.